The story of Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga is deeply rooted in Hindu mythology and spirituality, centered around Lord Shiva, who is venerated as Mahakal, the eternal and all-powerful form of the god. Mahakaleshwar is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas, which are considered the holiest abodes of Shiva, each believed to be self-manifested. Located in Ujjain, Madhya Pradesh, Mahakaleshwar is one of the most revered pilgrimage sites in India. The mythological story of Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga. The primary legend associated with Mahakaleshwar is the story of King Chandrasena, who was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. He ruled over Ujjain, then called Avantika, and his devotion to Shiva was so deep that he was constantly in prayer, worshipping the Shivalinga in his palace. One day, a poor Brahmin boy named Shrikar was passing through Ujjain and became enchanted by King Chandrasena's devotion. Though young, Shrikar was also a devout follower of Lord Shiva, and upon seeing the king's dedication, he too wanted to worship the Shivalinga. However, being a poor child, Shrikar was not allowed into the palace. Undeterred, he found a stone near the river and started worshipping it as a manifestation of Lord Shiva. Around the same time, two powerful demons, Dushana and Vrikasura, who despised righteous kings and devotees of Shiva, were preparing to attack Ujjain. They were angered by King Chandrasena's devotion to Lord Shiva and the spread of righteousness in the region. These demons, with their evil intent, wanted to destroy Ujjain and its people. Dushana, who was more powerful, attacked the city with his demonic army. People of Ujjain were terrified and sought refuge in Lord Shiva. The situation grew dire, and the people, including King Chandrasena, prayed to Lord Shiva to save them from the demon's wrath. Shrikar, the young devotee, continued his unwavering worship of the Shivalinga near the riverbank. Moved by the devotion of his young and innocent devotee, Shrikar, as well as the prayers of King Chandrasena and the people of Ujjain, Lord Shiva manifested in his fierce and powerful form known as Mahakal, appearing from the earth as a giant, fiery column of light. Lord Shiva vanquished the demon Dushana and his army with his trident, restoring peace to Ujjain. In his form as Mahakal, Shiva was not just the destroyer of the demon, but also the Lord of time and death. He promised to stay in Ujjain as the protector of his devotees in the form of the Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga, which came to be established there for all time. After defeating the demons, Lord Shiva blessed Shrikar and the people of Ujjain. He told them that anyone who would worship him at this spot in the form of Mahakaleshwar would be free from the fear of untimely death and would attain liberation. Lord Shiva also gave King Chandra and the boon that Ujjain would forever be under his divine protection. Since then, Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga has been considered one of the most sacred places of pilgrimage in Hinduism. Devotees believe that Lord Shiva, in his form as Mahakal, governs time and death, and worshipping at Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga can relieve one of karmic cycles and bestow spiritual liberation. Mahakaleshwar is the only Jyotirlinga where Lord Shiva is worshipped as the Lord of Time, controlling life, death, and the entire cosmic order. Unlike other Jyotirlingas, the idol of Mahakaleshwar is known to be self-manifested, meaning it naturally arose from the earth rather than being installed by human hands. One of the most famous rituals at Mahakaleshwar is the Bhasma Arati, a unique and powerful ceremony where the linga is covered with the sacred ash, which symbolizes the transient nature of life and the supremacy of time. The ritual is performed early in the morning and is a rare spectacle for devotees to witness. Devotees believe that worshipping at Mahakaleshwar grants freedom from the cycle of birth and rebirth, offering salvation or moksha. Ujjain, apart from being a site of a Jyotirlinga, is also home to a Shakti Pitha, making it doubly significant in the Hindu spiritual tradition. The Shakti Pitha is associated with the goddess Harsiddhi, further enhancing Ujjain's status as a spiritual center. The story of Mahakaleshwar Jyotirlinga showcases the immense power of Lord Shiva in his form as Mahakal, the Lord of time, death and protection. His manifestation at Ujjain to save his devotees from the demon Dushana is a testimony to Shiva's compassionate and fierce nature. Mahakaleshwar continues to be a revered place of pilgrimage where devotees come to seek blessings, protection and liberation from the cycle of life and death.